I am so excited to have you here. This video is part of a series on planning your next cruise, your next unforgettable vacation. From choosing your cruise to packing like a pro. And today we will dive into the best websites to help you research and find your next cruise, your perfect vacation. It is all about discovery, that dream voyage to satisfy your needs. Now, there are other fantastic cruise websites out there, typically one-stop shops that allows you to bundle flights and hotels. Those are super convenient. You can find videos on those sites in other videos on this series. But today is all about making you become a cruise research pro. Remember, one tip: no single website works alone. They don't work solo. You will want to combine all of this to achieve the best results for you. And now let's start with the absolute gold standard for cruise research.
As if.
No, this is great stuff.
Well, I did promise you the gold standard in cruise research. For me, in my humble opinion, CruiseCritic is the best site for us to do the research. Please note, this will not be where you book your cruise, but this is where you do the homework to find the cruise you want. Okay, so let's start it. Think of it as kind of like an in-depth library for everything you want to know about a cruise. I'm going to start doing here a search, so you can see the typical search is destination, departure port, and the period of time. Let me select the Mediterranean. Imagine I would like to go to Greece. Athens is a fantastic city to be in. I really love to departure from Athens. It is so nice because I will do like 2 days before traveling and do the sightseeing of the city, which is a wonderful. The food, delicious. And because we are in the vacation period, let's say that I want to do this for August. And we click here the search. Okay, so as you can see, it was relatively fast and we get immediately quite a few cruises. Now I'm noticing these are 7 nights. For me personally, I like to be relaxed during the vacation, so I prefer longer cruises. I'm going to select here that I would like this 10 to 14 days, because for me, quite honestly, the 10 days is kind of like the sweet spot of cruises. As you can see, you've got these little refinements and you can check the different filters you can apply. The good thing, it gives you this one simple table about each different cruise. It will be sorted by dates, which is quite a nice thing. As you can see, we have here. It will immediately put the price of a deal that it will search for you. And like I mentioned, this is not where you book a cruise, but if you click here, the view deal, it will jump to the site that is putting out the link, in this case, cruise.com, for you to get that deal. But it will link to multiple sites. So this would be an online travel agent. This one, iCruise, and other online travel agents. This one is directly the cruise line itself. So this is a thing that is recommended, is for us to go and check. But anyway, whatever the results of the query, I always recommend to check the direct cruise line data and benefits and perks and whatever are the campaigns they have at that moment in time. So as you can see, we've got plenty of cruises for Greece, departing from Athens. I really enjoy it. Oh, Explorer. Explorer is a cruise line that is new. It is a luxury cruise line, and it's one that I've got a lot of videos here on the channel. So let's have a look at this. Maybe let's book it, okay? So when I click the data, you can see immediately that CruiseCritic has compiled a lot of information for me. It has outlined the itinerary that you can see here, and it's got also some information immediately for the cities on the itinerary. For example, let's see, what's in Volos? I've never been to Volos. So it says like, oh, Volos, you see, you've got here the Meteora monasteries excursions that you can get from Viator. Once more, use this for the research. We can combine, and short excursions. We'll have other videos on this series on how to find short excursions. Anyway, back to this example. So we've got here this cruise, looks interesting. It goes from Athens and it ends in Athens with these 13 days at ports and 2 days at seas. And it's looks interesting. Multiple cities that I've never been. So it's always good to get that research and try to understand what are the different things that we can do on the different locations. Now, another thing that we see, and I didn't click directly to go to the deal, I recommend that you use either this option here. So I recommend that you use this other option here, the cruise deals, and it will tell you not only the deal that is been recommending you, but other deals as well for the same cruise. It's always good to look because you can see the prices are different and they are through different travel agencies. Eventually, could be directly the cruise line as well. Anyway, check the cruise line anyway if it is not here in the list. And you will see the bonus offers that this TA offers for whoever books with them. For example, this one will offer $1,500 onboard credit, which is a very nice thing to have. This other one offers 1,000 euros. So you can imagine, you can immediately see that different travel agents will give different benefits. And this depends very much on the type of relationship that the travel agent has with the different cruise lines that we would be booking with. Another curious thing is if we want to get a sense of when is the best time to buy, you have the price insights here and tells you, look, for the last 19 days, the prices are going up. So if you want to buy it quickly. It might still go up as we approach the date. Sometimes you see this curve going down, which means, okay, relax and buy later. This one looks like they're trying to sell the beginning, the cruise, the cabins, and as soon as they eat a certain quantity, they say, okay, now let's make the profit on that itinerary. And that's exactly what we see here. And it's very important to look at this price insight because the moment that you buy will have different prices. Take this example here. Yeah, you could have bought it at 8,700 per person. Over here today, you're already getting the deals at 15,000 per person, which doubled practically. And it's quite interesting to see this. But there are people that you can see that bought at 4,000. That was the lowest deal that the people could get out of it. Of course, we have to see because it's got here multiple suites, so it could be that different suites have different prices, and that is the average price. So we also have to be careful what the type of information we get there. Another piece of useful information is the ship information, of course. So let's see what type of ship we are having to see if this looks like a ship I would like. I immediately like, the newer ships. This is a 2023, so it's a 2-year-old ship. It takes 900 passengers with the cruise 700, which means it has a very good service, a ratio of 1.32 passengers to crew, which is quite nice. And you get here that piece of information, dining activities, and so on. You can see the full ship overview because this will give then other details. For example, you remember the cabins, the suites. Yeah, we have the different types of cabins that we can check. And you find all the information you want over here. Usually would appear here also the deck plan. This one doesn't have, so must be because either the ship is new and they haven't uploaded it yet. Let's check with another one. So we had here, for sure, this one with Holland America, they would have the cabin deck. So we have here, let's go ship information. You see, it's always present in the same way, so it's very easy to recognize. So we go here and see the full ship review, and you see here deck plans, which is useful. I really like to select the adequate location. So, you select the different decks and try to see what happens. And it's also got this photos. So it's very, very convenient to use the information on CruiseCritic. Really the gold standards. Another thing it has, super interesting, it is at the tab of community. But let's go back to the Explorer that we were looking, and we can also see reviews on the ship. What's happening here. Now, let's go to the community tab that I mentioned, and we could click a community. Sorry for the slowness. And here we can see like, oh, we were looking at Explorer journeys. Let's see what the community says about Explorer journeys. And then you've got a ton of information, loyalty program, about the restaurant ontology, which is the specialty dining, the only one that you have to pay. And there are people asking, can I reserve it? What type? And then a bit of the feedback and what happens with the people there. So very precious, this kind of information. Another thing that it has is this find your roll call. And find your roll call is nice because you can immediately create groups of friends before boarding or find people that are going on the same cruise as you. So let's check here and let's see any, for example, that Holland America, Amsterdam, which was that ship. And you can see the roll calls, people trying to gather before that particular sailing so that they plan. So look at here for October 2025. So we are already several months ahead, and there are already people discussing to create some kind of information for that particular one. Well, as you can see, there's a lot of details doing the search. So you can get lost in the detail. After the pros and cons of the site, I'm going to show you another cruise site where you can do a lot of the search without a lot of these details, which will make life easier for you. But wait for it. Let's go for the pros and cons on CruiseCritic.
Oh, CruiseCritic is truly a gem for the discerning traveler. Its pros are simply delightful. Imagine real people, real experiences. You get authentic opinions and can even find friends before your cruise through their vibrant community. It's a beautiful way to connect. Every little detail, precisely, from ship layouts to port guides, is laid out clearly. It's so thorough. It brings such peace of mind. Their roll calls are a wonderful feature, allowing you to connect with fellow passengers on your specific sailing before you even embark. Simply lovely.
If you enjoy reading all day... Now for the juicy bits, the cons. That's the big one, isn't it? You can spend hours researching, get all excited, and then realize you have to go somewhere else to actually spend your money. How utterly inefficient. It's so much information you'll feel like you've taken the cruise before you've even booked it. Your brain might ache. Only cares about the boat. Forget flights, hotels, or sanity. More tabs to open.
Okay, now that you've seen how to do a deep research on cruises, let's go to a faster way to get it more condensed and quicker to the end results. Of course, this assumes you already have a lot of knowledge on the cruise industry, on the cruise ships that you want, but let's dive into it and you see why I mentioned that this site makes it faster for you to search the cruise you want. The thing with this VacationsToGo, first of all, you see here it recognizes my name and it's got some phone numbers here. So this is a travel agency and you need to be pre-registered with them. The pre-registration is very simple. You just put your email, and from that moment on, whenever you do the search, it associates with the email that you're doing. Don't worry, they don't spam you with information, at least that I've noticed. Okay, let's do the search that we just did with CruiseCritic before. And this is for August. Now, because we have to say from when to when, we have to click it twice, no problem. But then I'll ask you that this is the Mediterranean, and we want it starting in Athens. So here it is. Show me the deals, okay? And show me the deals is a nice thing because this also works to find last minute opportunities. Okay, this is really, really cool. Okay, so when I clicked it, I got here the huge list. Let me scroll this and you'll see, look at this. The quantity of cruises departing from Athens in August is massive. Just massive. It is amazing. And I really love Athens. Well, it's got a ton of stuff there. But the thing with this, it presents it in a neatly table. It's sorted by sailing date, and it presents everything in a neatly table, in this neat table that makes it very easy for you in one glance to find the cruises you want. And it allows sorting. For example, I want to look for budget-wise. I can click here on the starting price. Why did I click on starting price and not the brochure price? To be honest, brochure prices are the published prices from the cruise lines, but they always practice some form of deal of the week, of the month, or whatever. So you never buy anything at the brochure price. It's always at some discount level. And the discounts can be either that the travel agents gives it to you or the cruise line is actually giving to you. And usually it is the cruise line more than the agent that gives you the discounts. So as you can see, you find immediately here this cruise. And look at this first one, amazing deal. 7 nights for $700. That's roughly $100 per night if you get into it. It's really cool. The other thing is you can notice here it's got the dates here jumping around. If I click on the day on the nights, you'll see the nights. Okay, 7 nights, and you go, and then you get the longer ones in the end. As I showed in my previous research, I was waiting for cruises. I was searching for cruises around the 10 nights sweet spot, which is the one I love. So let's do just that. 8 to 13 nights. Show me the deals that we have, and yeah, we are. Now we've got the cruises by the number of nights, and 10 nights is usually the sweet spot I love. And oh, here it is, the same trip, the same cruise itinerary, August 16, Athens to Athens with Explorer. Let's have a quick look at it, just that we see the differences, because usually you will look at it this way, and then you go into the details that you want to see. So it will give you the itinerary, just like the other site also did, show you the different ports it goes through. It gives you the prices and so on. Now, it has all that information. Now, if you click the ports, you can also see what happens in the ports. It doesn't give you the short excursions, but it gives you a summary of the kind of things you can get there. It has the deck plans for the ship. Let's look at deck 8, and you see here what it is that happens on deck 8, what are the kind of cabins you have, so that you select. But you do that at the moment that you are doing the call with the company, this travel agents, to actually get that booking. But I use this more as a research tool. So sorry, VacationsToGo, I know you spend money on the site. I haven't actually bought any cruise with them up to now. I just use this for research. Because like I mentioned, and this is for me a must, every time you find the deal you want, go and check the site of the company and check what happens there. And then if you have a good relationship with travel agents, I would usually use that travel agents to go with. Now, this allows me a search that I really love, and it's very difficult to find on other sites. And I go often to Lisbon. So let's look at this search. Look at this. I'll go here on all departure ports. I'm going to check here for Lisbon because I'll be in Lisbon. So if I got the opportunity there to find a cruise, fantastic. Lisbon, Portugal. And on the regions, a thing that are usually good opportunity cruises are transatlantics, because Lisbon is a good starting point for a lot of transatlantic cruises that go either to North America or South America. Really, really awesome. So show me the deals. And voila, magic happens. See, in September, if I wanted to go to New York, I've got the Ocean Allura, which is a luxury ship, and it's a brand new. It's a ship from this year at $5,000. That's almost the same price as a flight in business class, isn't it? So awesome. Or if I want to go to Rio de Janeiro, a lot of cool things. Look at this, $1,000 Lisbon, Miami, 13 nights. Wow, this is cheaper than business class flight. It's actually more or less the level of a economy flight. And that can be really awesome. So if I have just a check with it, there you see the itinerary that it does. Lisbon, it goes to Funchal, Madeira, beautiful island, Antigua, St. Martin, Puerto Rico, and then Miami. Wow. So this is how I love to use VacationsToGo. it does have this thing of being a travel agent, and if you want to book, you have to call it. But before we go into the pros and cons, let me just tell you that if you want to do some more niche kind of searches, like you want a luxury brand, you want to search with amenities or with the end date in places, where do I go to? Okay, before I go to that next site, let's check the pros and cons here.
VacationsToGo offers some truly remarkable opportunities. The pros are quite clear. For those with flexible schedules, finding a last-minute cruise at an unbelievable price is a genuine delight. Such wonderful savings. The simplicity of searching by various criteria helps you find possibilities effortlessly. It truly is quite user-friendly. When those last-minute opportunities arise, the potential for significant savings is a real joy.
Easy search, they say. More like easy on the eyes if it's 1999. Now for the cons. Yes, that's the big one, isn't it? It looks like it's stuck in a time warp. If you like modern aesthetics, prepare for a digital headache. And the other joy? Oh, the sheer horror. You find a great deal, but then you have to talk to a human to book it. Ugh, the inconvenience. More hoops to jump through. Give them your email. Give them your life just to see all the deals. So demanding.
Okay, what now if you want to do a really, really niche kind of search and you want to find that odd deal? Let me just start by showing you CruisePlum, which is really a cool way to do a huge amount of searches. And I will start by a thing, which is the odd deals that it has. You know, take this odd deals stuff, which is a very simple query. It immediately goes to you saying like 2 passengers, you groups it by cruise line and so on, and with the deal colors. You know, and there you have it. Look at this, deal colors. And it says here, these are the prices that you get for hot deals. You want on celebrity, if you like them, you know, just to do lots of back-to-back cruises, and you find out a lot of deals that you can do with this one. So very good to find hot deals, and if you have the time available, if you are retired after 50, probably you have. So you can find very cool deals at the price points you really want. But there is another usage, which is this powerful search. It will feel a little bit complex, as I'll show you, but it is so powerful. A standard search, let's just start searching, no big deal. You just query. I'm going to say it's for 2 passengers, and I want 1 row per cruise. It loads the data because it will fetch all the data that it has on the server, put it on your laptop, and then it becomes kind of like a online Excel sheet that you can do all your searches. I'm just going to do the same search that I've been using. So go to the monthly calendar. I'm going to say that I want the August cruises. Cruise length, I already know that we have, so we don't need to do a lot of complicated stuff. Let's just say it's this 11 to 13 days that we want. The region, well, we don't even need to put the region. Well, I'm just going to show you, because over here you don't have Mediterranean, you would have to select as Europe Southern, okay? So there you have it, and embarkation port, we know that it's Athens. So we have to do to this European Southern, Greece, and there we have Athens, okay? If you look at the search now, it does return less than the other tools that we've seen. This is because CruisePlum is not fetching data from all cruise lines. So you might not find every single deal you want, but it's a pretty good tool to find a lot of stuff that you want. And yeah, we have, you know, take the example of the cruise that I was showing all the time, which is this one departing on the 16th of August on the Explorer one from Athens. And I'm just going to click here. This is to do comparison. You see, it clicks here to do the comparison, and I'll show you why I'm going to use that in a minute. And then I click here just to get the information on this one. Okay, let me get it down. Now, the first thing we see is why this is so expensive. Their starting cabin is the Ocean Terrace Suite, which is no longer available. So you only have either the Penthouse or the Residence, which are the eye-level suites on board. So the Residence are the ones that you have butler and you get all the priority services. Penthouses are the ones that you get a jacuzzi, in the balcony and some other cool amenities. Another thing that it has, similar to what we saw with CruiseCritic, is the history of the prices. As you can see, particularly on the Ocean Terra Suite, it started selling at a very low price. So I think this is until they get the costs covered. And then slightly at a certain moment in time, it starts increasing the cost. And it was always going up, 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 as you can see, until there's a moment, no longer available. They sold the last one, done. While the more expensive, they tend to come down, and then little by little, they've been increasing the price to try to get it. So you immediately get a sense of how Explorer works. They will try to sell the cheap cabins as fast as you can to get it, and then try to fetch the big bucks, the big money with the other more expensive suites. But you don't want to book the expensive suites right in the beginning. You want to wait probably 6 months before the cruise, where you start getting this lower cost of it. And even this one, which has this high cost, this is the owner's residence. It's only got one of these suites on board. The price is, way up there. You can check a video that I have on the channel on this owner residence. It's impressive. I'm not sure I would spend $70,000 on that sailing, but it is an option that you have. But it's no longer available, so we will find it occupied during this sailing. Impressive. Okay, now that we saw this stuff, you see the map. It's shown in a slightly different way, but it's got more or less the other information. But it's more like techie kind of feeling, nerdy. When you do the search, it gives you all the information you want, but you need to be prepared to handle it in the way that it shows to you. I'm going to do now another search, which I find that this tool is very unique in this type of search that it enables, which is if you're planning back-to-back cruises. And let me show you another search. So you saw this, we start this cruise, we would start on the 16th of August. So let's search for a cruise that ends 16th of August in Athens, so that we get on that cruise and then hop on to the ship. Okay, how do we do this? We go here to the CruisePlum. Let me go back home so that it researches the filters, and we do a new standard search. Start searching. You already know that it's going to ask how many passengers. I'm going to go for 2, 1 row per cruise. Or else you get the rows per cabin, which it becomes a little bit clunky. We already know the day that we want to disembark. So we do the search by disembarkation date, August, and we know that it is on the 16th. And we know the port, which is Athens. We don't need to put any other stuff in it. We just need those two things. So the debarkation port will be, you remember, we don't have Mediterranean, so we have to go to Southern Europe, Greece, and Athens. Voila. And we get three cruises. Of course, we get the Explorer, because if a ship is departing from that port, it will have to de-embark on that port. It's obvious. But we also got, for example, the Celebrity Infinity cruise going on for 7 days with a 1,700 price cost per day. This could be an option. It's a suite. Let me just click on the compare, and I'll show you why I've done it before. But let's look at the list of data that we get. So it only has the suite. All other rooms are booked, so we don't find those. And we see here the base fare history, how it has been changing along the time. And you can see that it starts usually at an expensive price. Then when it starts getting rich, and this is usually by July, it's very common that the prices drop on the July period. Some kind of promotion for summer usually happens, and then the prices drop during that period. And if the sale is not going well, the prices would even have a bigger drop in the autumn period. But this is usually just for the more expensive kind of suites. The other ones tend to go down and then little by little grow as you see it. Now, a thing that I find super interesting, you see all these peaks? Celebrity always as their prices go up on a Friday. Maybe is when the people do more emotional purchase of a cruise ship. So if you're buying a cruise on a Friday, Celebrity will give you a more expensive cruise. Kind of neat to see this type of information. Okay, we saw the comparison. Let's click on the compare to see this marvelous thing. And this is good when we're planning back-to-back cruises and we want to see a lot of ports. The first thing immediately that I like, you see these colors? This ship goes on the orange colors, and this other ship, which is the Celebrity, goes to the green one. So this is the Explorer, this is the other one. And the cool thing is, like, if I want to travel along a lot, it only has like 3 ports in common. Of course, it's got Athens because it's where you embark and disembark. Then both go to Mykonos and both goes to Rhodes. But the other ones, so if you have booked the Explorer one, you say like, oh, I've also got the opportunity to go to Ephesus, to Santorini, and to Hydra, which the previous cruise ship doesn't go. Amazing, isn't it? So with this, we can find cruises that we really want and plan professionally. You become now a professional cruise researcher. Book professionally all these cruises that you want to do. Now that you found the cruise you want to go in, let's see how quickly we can get the very best deal on that cruise. But before we go there, let's have a quick look at the pros and cons of using CruisePlum.
CruisePlum, for those who truly wish to optimize their search. Its pros are a testament to clever design. It's wonderfully precise for spotting genuine price drops and specialized offers. Such efficiency, it simply presents the data, allowing you to make truly informed decisions without any sales pressure. For specific needs like back-to-back cruises or clear solo traveler pricing, it offers unparalleled control, a true joy for the planner.
Oh, advanced. Translation: you'll need a degree in data science to use this. The cons are glaring. Yes, this is the one. It's complicated. You'll spend more time figuring out the filters than actually planning your trip. And don't even think about finding a cabin for more than 2 people. It basically gives up. Again, just more research. You still have to leave and book elsewhere. The endless clicking. It only cares about the cruise fare. You're on your own for everything else. Such a bother.
So you've used CruiseCritic for the deep dive, VacationsToGo for the searching, and maybe CruisePlum for those tricky specific requests. You found the one cruise, the perfect itinerary, the right ship, the ideal dates. What's next? Well, you should absolutely check the price directly with the cruise line. I've been saying this all the time, and you definitely should do this. This is crucial to validate everything that you've researched and that it aligns with the cruises line official offer. Now you've got CruiseCompete.com. So we can do quite better. Once you know the exact cruise date, you know the ship, the date, the cabin category, everything, it's time for our surprise move that it is to get the very best deal. You're going to CruiseCompete.com. And this platform will allow you to get in touch with multiple travel agents to give you the best offer, and they will compete among themselves to give you that one offer. So let's go dive it. Very simple. We already know that we wanted to do that, let's say that Explorer search. So any destination, we just go here. We see that we wanted to do the Mediterranean. Sail date, we already know it's August. It is ocean large ships, okay. Length, we know that it's the 9 to 16 nights, okay. Cruise lines, we know that it is Explorer. Let's type here Explorer, and we do the search cruises. Oh, it's got 0 results, so we couldn't find anything. I wonder if it is small cruises. Could it be? Yeah, small cruises. Yeah, sometimes it's just the date. So yeah, we see a 40-night Explorer one. There we have it all the time. And this was, just have to search which one, August 2, August 4, 9, 11, 16th. Okay, this is the one that we were looking for. We click on it, and here we have, and we can say, yeah, okay, good. Click on a sale date. Yeah, we have August 16th, and we click on August 16th, and then we basically put it. We create here the account. and it will send emails to those travel agents. The good thing, it will keep you anonymous, and you'll get probably 3-4 answers within the next 2 or 3 days. So it's not very fast to get the booking, but you immediately get those deals that you receive the emails. And with this, voila, selected. I think your trusted travel agent might not like that we are doing this. So if you don't have a travel agent, this is marvelous for you to find one. And if you have a travel agent, well, go to him because he's been giving you life deals since you started working with him. So he should be giving you also good deals.
This is truly ingenious. The pros of CruiseCompete.com are a wonderful advantage. It creates a lovely dynamic where agents compete for your business, often leading to truly excellent offers and valuable perks you might not find otherwise. You can receive multiple quotes without any pressure, as your information remains private until you choose to connect. Such peace of mind. It's designed to help you secure the very best overall value for your chosen cruise. A truly intelligent approach.
Ingenious, he says. More like time-consuming. Let's get to the painful cons. The biggest pain. You don't just click buy. Oh no, you submit a request. Then you wait. And wait. And wait for agents to deign to send you an offer. Who has that kind of time? It's just another middleman. You still don't book on their site. More steps, more complexity. You actually have to talk to these agents once you get the bids. All that effort just to book a cruise. It's almost not worth it. Almost.
I hope you appreciated these tips. It's the ones I use, and now you can do your research of cruises like a pro. But wait for it, I'm planning a mega deal, so stay tuned to the channel, subscribe it, and you'll check a lot of cool stuff that I've got upcoming for you. In the meantime, check other videos on how to plan your next cruise.